Good morning, my name is Yuvan Beejadhur. I'm a senior advisor to the Director General of the World Trade Organization in Geneva. So for the last 40 years, development has been really done in a very dirty way. The brown economy has not been beneficial to many parts of Africa. Even if people have risen out of poverty, there's been prosperity, but on the sustainability agenda, it hasn't been there. Actually, we've declined on sustainability. There hasn't been progress on the oceans. That's why we had the SDGs. So the blue economy, in my view, is a way for Africa to develop quickly in a renewable and clean, low-carbon way. It's important to do that because right now, in the context that the continent is operating under, there's debt distress, there is an ongoing war in Europe, there is food security situations that are making development go backwards. People are going hungry. And so when you look at all of these issues, it's clear that growth needs to continue and double, if not triple, so that next year's coming, there's more jobs, more opportunities created. And so when we look at the jobs of tomorrow in the renewable sector, hydropower, from the oceans, deep ocean water applications, the food sector, where aquaculture now is overtaking other sectors. Clearly the seas have to be harnessed. And so it's very important that in the next few years that Africa gets it right in terms of its policies, its trade policies, its financials, so that more investment goes into those sectors of the blue economy and more jobs are created and that the new generation can really tap into those resources. Well, I think it's important to do a quantification of those sectors. Some of the work that we did at the World Bank demonstrated that Mauritius, for example, could double its current share of the ocean economy, valued at around 12% of its GDP, to be able to double that to 25% over the next 17 years. Clearly, the blue economy and specific sectors of either fisheries, aquaculture, shipping, logistics, renewable energy can be tapped. I think the potential of renewables is important. Africa right now, as part of its energy mix, uses around 9% of it is renewable. And the experiences of Morocco and North Africa is really useful for the Southern African countries to tap into. That's important for poverty reduction, for boosting prosperity, and for long-term sustainability. And so my advice is to say that, get the policies right. Because even if you had all the financing also, even if you had potential investments, it's not enough. The finances is not going to be enough. You're going to need trade policies. You're going to need to look at your rules, your regulations, your standards. In my view, a reglobalization is needed so that smaller nations, SIDS, African nations and others, which unfortunately don't contribute a lot to trade, can trade more amongst themselves and can enter the global value chains much more quicker moving forward.